Good day, guys. Ostany, and in this one today, we're taking a look at Professor Layton versus Pheonix Wright. Now, this is an awesome little game, one that I've not played in a while, and I'm pretty looking forward to seeing this if it does work. Now, we're emulating this using the Citra Emulator, which emulates obviously the 3DS onto our PC. Recently, it's been mind-boggling how far this has come. There seems to have been a huge jump or a huge leap in the last few iterations of the Bleeding Edge build, which is the official beta kind of classification that the emulator has been releasing. So it's completely official. If you guys want to set it up in the same kind of way that I've done it and I'm showing you today, then link to my guide in the description down below. It's not hard, it's completely official, it's all good. So anyway, let's see how this is performing. First off then, I want to say that I'm using my control pad. However, this is a pretty touchscreen intensive game, so I will be using my mouse to use quite a lot of the touchscreen stuff going on. It's been ages since I played it. I can't even remember what the hell is going on. But anyway, let's get in and see how we can get this working. So in the bottom left hand corner, you'll see I've got fraps running. That is showing me how fast the emulator is displaying this game. Now that's giving me 59. It should be running at 60 frames per second. However, in the bottom right hand corner, that's showing the actual game and how fast it should be running. Again, it's a 60 frames per second game, and the speed is currently running at 98%. So, well, to be honest, I'm in the menu section, so I'm not expecting much at this stage. Let's put my name in. Okay. Yeah, of course. Don't question me, game. Jesus wept, we're in public. Okay, so there's quite a lot of cutscenes at the beginning. I'm not going to run through them all. I just want to make sure that they are running. The sound's good. It looks okay. All that kind of stuff. Cutscenes can't be upscaled at this point. We're not using any texture filters, any motion filters, or anything like that. But look at that. That's pretty good. Considering this is supposed to be running at 240p on a 3DS system. Obviously, tiny screens, so it doesn't make much difference. When it's blown up onto big screens, normally these SMVs are pretty pixelated. But look at that. It's now getting us up to pretty top speed. That's good, isn't it? That's very good. I'm impressed with that. The quality on the animations of this game as well is... well, it's what makes Pheonix Wright and Professor Layton what they are, to be honest. Animation is top notch. Statues come down now, don't they? Car gets wiped out. Anyway, while this is going on, what I want to do is mess around with the settings whilst this is running to see if it impacts on the actual stuff going on. So first off, I'm going to turn this... oh, it's already down anyway. I thought I was running this about 960, 1200. It's going to make no difference on the FMV at this moment in time, so we'll put it up. There will be a quick flash while it does change, but yeah, there we go. I'll go through the configurations properly in just a second. Okay, right now we can see that this is working pretty well. Can we bypass this? Yes, we can. So far, FMV's pretty good. Good quality, good speed, we're getting good sound. A few stutters here and there, but it's expected. It's a lot better than what I was expecting. God, I love this. It brings back some memories seeing all this stuff now. Okay, so this is, again, FMV stuff going on. So in...
did a vehicle end up on top of that tree?
So at this stage, again, we are seeing quite a lot of issues going on, and especially in slowdown. We're running at 57%. This is very text-based, and there's not much going on the screen, so it wouldn't really impact your gameplay because you can bypass quite a lot of this stuff going on. But it is drawing it back quite a bit. So again, what I'm going to do is I'm going to see if we can drop this down to 240p. And see if this makes any impact on the speed at all. I'm doubting it will, but we'll give it a go. What the hell? We have seen speed up. So now we're up to 79, 81% speed. We're about the 80 mark now. That seems to be where it's idling. So it has shown speed up from actually doing this at 240p. And because the textures aren't upscaled, it makes no difference to the actual resolution of the game in most cases. Right, let's get on with this.
This is going to be a tough nut to crack.
So it is slightly slower. You can pick up on it, but you have to be listening to it properly to hear that it is a little slower than normal. Anyway, we know what's going on. Let's bypass all this. Let's get into some other sections of the game and see how it is affecting this.
Did you say witches, Professor?
See, 60 frames per second now.
People in the Middle Ages very much
100%
believed in
speed.
their existence. That is the reason why they had witch trials. Do you see?
I love Professor Layton. You can listen to him all day. He's like, let's chill out, have a nice cup of tea, we'll close the curtains, and we'll cuddle up to Professor Layton. Makes me sound like I'm like a 90-year-old woman or something. Okay, we know the cutscenes are working. They're working pretty well, especially now we've downscaled it to 240p. Or at least not downscaled it, but now running it native. Right, so I think now we do our little problem solving, don't we?
The rain doesn't seem to want to stop.
So again, we're having the same issues we had before. This time we're knocking in about the 70% mark in game speed. So it is hampered by speed issues. God knows why. There must be something that's holding this back. It's probably the animations in the background. Who knows? Anyway, let's get stuck into this and see what's going on. I want to get to at least a puzzle so I can see that everything is working right. I think there's a puzzle pretty early on in this. Yeah. Come on. Okay, so from what I remember, we use our mouse and we can basically touch the screen. You can set it up so your right stick on your joypad can do this kind of stuff, but for me, just for ease of this video, save me messing around, I'm going to use my mouse to actually navigate and do the touchscreen stuff. Okay, come on. Blah, blah, blah. Cool story, bro. Let's get into it. Ah, Jesus, they talk more than me. Okay, here we go. So yeah, if I touch the screen here, yeah, there we go. It is, I will remember. And a bookcase, I think it was, that we had to look at. There we go. Game on. A crime is afoot, my dear Watson. Okay, so we're on to puzzle 1. Oh, don't judge me on this either, guys. I'm terrible at this kind of stuff. Brain puzzles and Austin do not mix. Okay, game on. Come on. Let's get into it. Oh, it's the one with the lines, isn't it? I had to get the witches to the castles. Oh, I think this took me about 2 days to figure out the first time round, and it's only number 1. So, which ones is it now? Got it. Get in. Sorry about that, guys. My brain is mush. Finally got there, I hope, and I think. Get in. Finally. Okay, so we can confirm that the puzzle did work. So I know some of you have been complaining in the past that puzzles are broken. Some things don't seem to work properly. But from what I can see, everything is working good now. Okay, game on. Alright, so let's try and make it to at least one more puzzle. Okay, so we got through the cutscenes, finally. The story continues. Again, we're not concentrating on the story, we just want to get through this to see if the game is performing well. So far, it's playable. By no means is this 100%. By no means is this anywhere near 100%. But because of the game and how it plays, its mechanics, and all that kind of good stuff. It's pretty damn good. Okay then, game on. And to be honest, I can't even remember this one. Okay. The local police source surface in the museum increased security. The guards' torches allowed them to spot anything to 3 squares away. Do your best not to be seen by anything sneakily and await your room. Okay, so it does look as if this one might be problematic. Okay. So yeah, it is. There is the bug, and you guys were correct. We are seeing... I mean, don't get me wrong, it's not far away, but it just seems that the actual emulator just isn't getting the lighting correct in this part. So let's go to configure. Let's see if we can do anything at all. There's not much for us to play around with here, but I don't think... Well, it's blatantly not doing it the way it's supposed to be doing. So let's change resolution. I don't think this will change anything in terms of the actual visuals other than sharpen them. Yeah. So that's done nothing there. Configure the graphics. We'll bring that back down to 240 to get the speed back. Okay. Configure shader. No help whatsoever. Hardware renderer might do it, but that's going to bring us right down. Ah, we have got a change there. So yeah, that's helped in a way. Well, it's brought us a different kind of problem. But now the frame rate has really dropped because we're not using the hardware anymore. Damn. So it looks as if, guys, finally we got to the next puzzle and it's just not working. Let's enable that again so we can see what's going on. Try the other combinations. And no, it's just not doing it, guys. So, it was a good try. We were almost there. It just seems to be a couple of glitches, which is obviously ruining this game. We can't really progress past this point because we can't really see what's happening with the torches of the police officers. But it was a good try. We did pretty damn well. It's almost there. It's the tip of the iceberg. So, as always, guys, put in the comments down below if you've experienced anything different to this or if you know of any other bugs or even a way around this. I don't know. I've only had a quick test on this and... well, used my limited resources. There might be other things that we could do out there to aid this. But as always, it's been a pleasure bringing this to you guys. Please like, please subscribe, please do everything in this world of Professor Layton where we are foiled by the police with the anti-gloom torches. But most of all, you have a good day. Laters!